Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to MacDonald, America. This was requested, so we're just gonna get right into it. Links to my social media down in the description below. Let's go.
Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their...
Yeah, most people don't hate America. They, just because people support critical race theory and the 1619 project being taught in schools, they just want the school system to stop whitewashing history. That's what it's doing. It won't tell that they won't teach the actual history of America. They want to make America out as a good guy. They won't tell what they really did in the wars. The imperialism they push. They won't tell the truth about America because we would question their motives. Let's continue. Let's go back some because he said something else.
It's getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers.
They hate the cops that are... No, I don't hate cops. But there is a lot... Police brutality is a thing. He knows this. He's just got to... He's got to cater to the conservatives so they'll buy his music. He knows good and well that police brutality is a thing. Let's go back again.
They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that we're burying.
Just because people hate the system doesn't mean they hate the country. Hating the system, hating the country are two different things. I love the country, but I hate the system. The system's broken and outdated. I've said it many times before, and I'll keep saying it. Systemic racism is a thing. You can't go just from 50 years ago. Jim Crow laws. People are still alive from when the Jim Crow laws were. Redlining has its after effects, ripple effects, and things. This America was built upon slavery and things like that. And throughout the history, slavery didn't just end after Abraham Lincoln and the Civil War. The last slave that was released was in 1940. They won't teach you this in school. They don't want you to question the motives of our government and things, and question them at all, really. Let's continue.
I'm tired of the pissing and complaining. Why you living in America if all you do is hate it?
I don't hate America. You're just going with the conservative propaganda.
You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation? Real brave.
What about the Capitol rioters took a stand against the nation?
Bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened?
What did he say? I missed that.
Stand against the nation. Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it.
As he has said before, most wars are not justified. He didn't say it like this, but he said most wars are just for resources. Somewhat of a way he said that. Can't remember exactly how he said it. But most of America's wars are not on our ground, or not to protect America's freedom. What they are to push imperialism and to use other countries for resources.
Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing, it's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage.
Alright, slavery and terrorism. Slavery, yes, big enemy. It didn't end when they pretended it ended. Terrorism's still our enemy because the Republican Party is really the ones that do this the most. I mean, the Democrats Party, don't get me wrong, they're imperialists just as well. But the Republicans are the one. Think of George Bush Jr. I can't remember his actual name. I get those two confused. But the 20 years in the Afghanistan war, and as soon as we pull out, the Taliban takes over. That shows you something, doesn't it? It was never about helping the Afghans. It was to help America. That's all it was. And yeah, they all time killing suspected terrorists in other countries, saying and killing other people in the process, just not just the suspected terrorists. Then airstrikes, they kill several other innocent people, and then say it's because we're trying to avoid terrorism.
I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness.
Yeah, both sides are absolutely retarded. Both liberals and conservatives are retards.
The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got...
Yeah, they do push more liberal opinions. I would not say left, because liberals are not true lefties.
More power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in...
Let me go back there.
It's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment.
I feel like liberals and conservatives both take part in cancel culture. Conservatives do it more through the form of bills, like the Don't Say Gay bill, for example. Then now they're going on that anybody a part of the LGBT is a pedophile. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but I did, so hopefully this video won't get taken down. I don't care if it gets demonetized because I don't get paid anyway. And besides, I'm getting a copyright claim because Tom loves throwing to copyright claims here and there. But yeah.
If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhood.
Why won't you defund the police? Most of that funding is going to militarization, and they send SWAT teams to go bust down people's door to arrest them for marijuana. Usually end up shooting them to death, but just actually look into it. Do some research. Look into it. The police, a lot of them abuse their power. I'm not saying all. I don't say all of everything is evil, but there are some in the police force that are evil, and the evil has more power than the good in the police force. They have too much power. They have way more power than what our forefathers intended for them to have.
Neighborhoods are in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America.
Funny thing about that, and he knows this, most of our wars are not to protect America's freedom. Most of our wars are just to push imperialism and America to make money and put other countries in the debt. We're not the good guys 3/4 of the time. I don't know one time we were ever the good guys. I mean, I guess we defeated Nazi Germany, but I'm sure they covered up a lot through there too. A lot of bad stuff they were doing. We're going up against Putin now, and we've I'm not saying Putin's a good guy. He's not. He is a dictator and I don't know if he's nationalist. I don't know if he is a nationalist, but I know he is a dictator. And he is evil. Anyone who questions his authority either gets imprisoned or killed. So I'm not taking up for that. But you also got to question what America does. America all the time goes to wars. Does exactly what Putin does, except for it's alright because we're fighting terrorism.
Got soldiers dying overseas, so America can say what we...
By the way, I have nothing against the soldiers, as long as I don't have nothing wrong with people going into the military. I don't think they're bad people, but the military is what's bad. The military is... I keep explaining it. You get the idea.
Believe my America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America, does anybody know what the hell happened to the Patriots?
The conservatives are not patriots either.
This nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this ungratefulness? United States gave everything to you just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be...
I'm not trying to convince people that don't celebrate Thanksgiving because it's a tragedy. I think go ahead, celebrate Thanksgiving if you want, but we need to be teaching an accurate history of what happened. Our forefathers did some terrible crap, and it shouldn't be just covered up. And I mean, the government covers up every bit of terrible crap they do. The most recent example is what's going on right now. Why do you think they're helping Ukraine? Why is Joe Biden so interested in helping Ukraine? To cover up his son, most likely. The Democrats want to do it because it raised their ratings for the midterms. Republicans want to do it just because they just love imperialism and more money. More money generates more money for the United States, enriches us. Enriches our government. It don't do nothing for the citizens. And the mainstream media, because they get fundings from the weapon industries and things.
Thankful for my country, eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties. I can't help it, I just see...
I'm not for guilting anyone. It's not anybody's fault that's alive today.
To see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system.
True. Now that is actually true. It is conflict designed by the system. But systemic racism is still a thing. It's still a factor in it.
I don't need your pronouns, all I...
What the system favors is white and rich. The rich and the whites.
See as men and women, kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go.
Yeah, and yet you don't support socializing healthcare.
Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw the status quo, we're not animals. I won't kneel for the anthem.
I am not a part of the status quo. Everything I support is very much against the status quo.
Cause the flag is what I'm standing for. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag.
Yeah, this course is just a bunch of dog whistling for his conservative fans.
If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America, you can hate the government and still love the country.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Fundamental values of America are concrete. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption.
Yeah. That's literally, both parties are two sides of the same coin.
You know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States, divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love.
It doesn't mean that we should just ignore the systemic racism and not fight for change. We should still be fighting for change.
In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you can say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags.
Alright, he's made some points in there. A lot of conservative dog whistling, but still, he made a few points in there. That's going to conclude this video. I don't really care if you all offended. You know good and well by the title, I am not going to agree with everything you conservatives have to say. That's literally all people who watch my channel. I got like one Democratic Socialist that watched my channel, and I think I had a liberal comment me once, I think. Other than that, yeah, that's literally all I get is conservatives. But that's going. I had a few centrists as well, and lean right people. But that's going to conclude this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for commenting, subscribing, all of that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one. Try not to kill each other, and peace.